Good morning and welcome to a thought for the week. Continuing on a little bit from where we were last week when I was talking to you about the impeachment conviction that Donald Trump had, and now we're living in a post-Donald Trump world. How good does it feel to say those words? And yesterday we saw the inauguration of President Joe Biden. And as I was watching the inauguration, as I was listening to his speech, and I was hearing reflections from the various different commentators about leadership, about what leadership is, and different styles of leadership, and the different styles of leadership between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, it got me thinking about a quote from a film called The American President. And there's this bit in a film where one of his advisors, the president's advisors, is talking to him about leadership. And he said, leadership, Mr. President, the people are desperate for leadership. They're so desperate, they will crawl on their hands and knees through the desert to find it. And if they don't find it, then they'll drink the sand. And that's how desperate they are. And the president replies to his aide. He says, Lewis, he said, people don't drink the sand because they're thirsty. People drink the sand because they can't tell the difference. And that's really interesting to reflect upon as we think about leadership, as we think about different styles of leadership. Firstly, to reflect on who are the people who you look up to in your life as leaders, whether it's leaders of the country, leaders in your local communities, leaders within the church context. Who are the people that you look up to? And are they people who model a healthy and a good model of what it means to lead? Are they servant leaders? Are they people who are not interested in serving their own ambition, but serving the good of the people around you? Are they people who will serve you no matter who you are, whether you are the greatest or the least? And are they people from whom you can learn? But secondly, to reflect upon that quote about whether or not you can tell the difference between the water and the sand. Because in that particular quote in the film, the challenge is that people are so desperate, so thirsty to experience genuine leadership that they will crawl on their hands and knees through the desert like a person looking for water. And when they don't find water, they'll drink the sand because they're so desperate to have anything that resembles good leadership. And then the retort comes back from the president that the reason why people are drinking the sand is not because they're thirsty, it's because they don't know the difference, because people have been so bombarded with a negative view of leadership that they just assume that this is the way it is now, that this is the new normal that we experience. And yet we need to be a people who can discern the difference between that which gives us life and that which takes life away. In the Old Testament, God says, I've put before you blessings and curses, life and death. Now choose life. So are we a people who in the choices that we make, no matter who is in charge, will choose to drink the water, not the sand, who will choose the blessing above the curse, who will choose life above death? Will we be that kind of people? Can you discern in your life the difference between the water and the sand? What is the water for you? What is the sand? So just something to reflect on today as you go about the day, but whatever it holds for you today. And it's a mixed day weather-wise, so it may be a mixed day for you in other ways as well. I pray that God blesses you, that you might know his presence with you, and that you might stay safe in this challenging and difficult time. God bless you, and I'll talk to you again next week.